What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking down the God of Destruction BEERUS stage of the Goku's Story Edition Red Zone here. So this is going to be quite an interesting fight. We don't have any special missions. We just got to clear it to get the missions done here. So we're free to use whatever team we want. This is the team that we're going to go ahead and try to take this down with. So quite heavy on the 10th anniversary LRs, and then obviously it's only made up of anniversary LRs, but we probably are going to need this kind of attacking power to not make this stage gruesome for us, right? So this is only going to be actually a one-phase fight that we're going to be jumping into here. So we're starting out against an Int BEERUS that has a whopping 600 million HP, and that is it. I've got his details pulled up on the side. Alright, yeah, so I've got his details pulled up on the side here so we can take a look at, like, the effects of this fight and what kind of damage he's doing and stuff. He's got a damage output of 2.1 million, so that's not, like, the highest we've ever seen. But he is also going to give himself a massive attack raise of 70% once he hits 50% HP. And then he is also going to be debuffing us as we attack. He's got lots of fun special little surprises coming in here for us. Okay, so I think starting out, it probably makes the most sense for us to prioritize keeping Beast Gohan in slot 1 here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh man, this might be, I'm not sure. Okay, obviously the Vegetos on turn 1 are going to perform very well. So yeah, we are going to we should be fine here on this very first turn. Oh man, yeah, the orbs are looking so bad here. Let's see, we can still get the 18 key super. Does Gohan on turn 1 need the 24 key? Because I know after 5 turns have passed, he has the 24 key gets him the guaranteed crits. But I don't think he needs 24 key before then. Let's see. Yeah, no, he's not getting, there's not much else that matters. So as long as we proc that 18 key super, we'll be fine. So I think I am just going to do this then, so that the Vegeto in the final slot can get all of these orbs to get to 24 key. Perfect. That works. That works. Okay. Let's see how Beast Gohan does tanking. I'm curious to see when we take our first super attack. So he actually is going to be lowering our attack by 30% when he hits us with a super. So that is going to hurt for sure, because obviously with such a massive HP pool, it's going to take us quite a while to get through this fight. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The one saving grace that we have with this team, though, is that we have a lot of, you know, target skills to use. We've got, like, transformations. We've got active skills, right? Okay, let's see. First super coming in. Do we tank this okay? Okay, not perfectly, but that's because he also critical hits. That was another another piece that I forgot to mention. Whenever he does his super attack, it is going to be a critical hit. So they are going to hit us harder, right? That's why we've got a lot of units here that are going to be depending on damage reduction and not just straight up defense, because obviously critical hit eats through defense. So if we only had defense to rely on, then we would just be getting one shot by his super attacks. Okay, so Beast only took 100k there. It's a good thing that was post-super. The attack lower does only last for 1 turn, so that's only going to be relevant to us in a couple of situations, right? The first thing is if he does a slot 1 super, then obviously that will affect the attack output of that character for the turn. And then the other thing is we have quite a few target skill mechanics that we're going to launch. Both of the Vegetos have the ability to do a target skill, and then also Beast Gohan has the ability to do that as well. So we're going to see potentially 3 super attacks that happen on these characters that lower their attack. And that could be, if those super attacks launch early in the turn, then that could be detrimental to us, especially for the Vegetos, because of all of the counterattack damage, right? That would all be lowered and sponged out a little bit if we, you know, aren't successful in getting like a super attack late in the rotation with those target skills active. So we'll keep that in mind later. But I think name of the game is going to be to try to delay all those target skill activations and stuff as late as we possibly can, because he is going to be looking scarier, again, as I said, when he's under 50% HP, right? That's when we're going to be really, really nervous to use him. Okay, so we did rotate the other Vegeto off, which means he's going to be coming around onto this rotation. Now, the thing is with that, it's turn 2 now, which means when the other Vegeto shows up, it's going to be turn 4. They won't link together, but I assume if I do the reversible exchange on one of them, then they will link together on that 4th turn. And, oh, well, at turn 4, they can turn into Vegeto as well, right, I believe? Special Fusion is from turn 5. Okay, so then we'll have one turn where I do the reverse. Just for science, I think I am going to do it this way. We'll keep this Vegeto on rotation. We'll rotate off the Super Saiyan 3 Goku there. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that's going to work fine. Alright, I would love to see the super attack come out here against AGLUI, especially now he's at 100% chance to dodge. So if the super attack is right after this, then that is going to put us in a golden place, right? Because we're not going to have to worry about taking any of that damage. Obviously, we have a really good chance to dodge it if it's in slot 3 as well. Or actually, I can't remember. I know he's got 70% chance to dodge. I can't remember if that's permanent or if he needs to be in a specific slot for it, though, for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then this guy has a lot of damage reduction because it's his first turn out. And then, obviously, he does get a good bit of damage reduction for those first 3 turns. So, hopefully we'll be okay here. There was no super attack yet. So, I guess we got to stand by and see if there's going to be one at all for this turn. He has a cooldown of 11. But then he also has a max attacks per turn is 11. So he essentially can get the full cooldown in one turn, right? Okay, we're still good to go so far. All right, well, it looks like we just got lucky that turn. Okay, so we already have one of our target skills available. I don't think we're going to need it. I really don't think we're going to need it. The only thing is, there's almost definitely a slot 1 super coming out at us. That's a lot of attacks there, right? Like, either way, it's not going to make a difference if it is a slot 1 super, right? I want to keep Gohan on rotation because he'll be able to proc the Family Kamehameha active skill, which is going to do a massive amount of damage starting at turn 5, right? I don't know if I would want to use it at turn... Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should do this. And, yeah, rotate the Gohan. Because, again, we were talking about launching all these active skills and stuff once he's below that 50% HP mark, which he isn't really super close to yet. It's still going to be quite a few turns before that. So maybe we will want to rotate Gohan off, start building up Gogeta here. Yeah. Okay, so then I guess the only question mark is, do we survive in slot 1 here, right? We'll have to find out in a moment. So we'll grab these, get a bunch of good healing in here. We are back to 100%, which helps out quite a bit. A lot of same type orb selection, getting us closer to that Dokkan attack. Don't want to see the dodging happen. Ugh, dodge right into the super is not good for the extra buildup he could have gotten. Though the defense buildup doesn't really matter anyway because of the crit, right? Okay, so we're able to survive. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just keep in mind that attack is going to hit quite a bit harder later on in the fight, so we will keep track of that. Alright, pretty good turn for Beast Gohan since he took all those attacks before attacking, right? Yeah, I think it could be a good idea to really just hang on to those target skills until we feel like there's a turn where we're going to be in danger, right? Because one thing to consider here is that possibly, you know, we're going to be post-fusion on all of these guys, right? Based on when we can fuse with Vegito, Gogeta. Yeah, we're going to be post-fusion for probably the end of the fight, so that's going to be a little bit scary. And we might want to even save the Beast Gohan target skill for later in the fight, like when kind of that kind of thing is going on, right? Okay, so let's see here. We've got Gogeta up. I'm just trying to consider how I maybe want my rotations to be, but I think it's probably fine here. Now that we know that Beast Gohan can tank a Slot 1 Super without any build-up first, I feel pretty comfortable having him in Slot 1 there. And even, I guess, with 70% more damage on the attack, that still would be true. He still would be able to tank it as long as our HP is full. So yeah, I think we're fine to keep Beast Gohan in Slot 1 on this side. The only thing that I want to consider is the possibility for an amazing turn with the Gogeta active skill, right? That's the only thing that really hurts us about having Gogeta on rotation here. Not being with a Vegito, right? Because one thing that's going to help us do a ton of damage all at once is if we're able to have Vegito and Gogeta on the same rotation together, and then we can launch their actives all at the same time, right? So I think this is what we're going to do here. First, let me try this out. Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, so if you do the tag switch reversal, then he becomes Vegeta, and they do actually link together at that point. Oh, that's really, really clutch, actually. Okay, neat. So we could crush the Potara here if we wanted to. I don't think that that's gonna be wise. We probably just want to continue to build. But here's the problem. Having these guys reversed into Vegeta, we are gonna have access to a lot of damage reduction in this kit, but the defense raises don't matter, right? Because obviously the normal attacks are nothing to worry about. It's the super attacks that we have to be concerned with, and the super attacks are guaranteed critting, so the defense number that we have makes zero difference at all. So there's really no point in being in this Vegeta state raising our defense. It would be overall more beneficial to raise our offense for Vegito, but the problem is once those first couple of turns have worn off, from the Goku side of things, then he is a fish, right? Yeah, so after the 3 turns, he doesn't have the 50% damage reduction, which means he only gets this 20%, and then if he gets supered, he doesn't have any defense to work off of, right? Because of the crit. So, yeah, we kind of... Okay, so let's see. Let me double check the amount of damage reduction that he's got here. I mean, it's 70%, right? Yeah, so with 70% damage reduction, we should be looking a little safer on the Vegeta side. So I think we're probably, at this point, just going to keep it like this. We'll leave... Oh, well, no. Okay. Because we've got Goku at the final slot there, we kind of need to switch him into Vegeta as well. So if we switch him into Vegeta, we'll have the 70% damage reduction. Actually, this is good, right? Because this fight is all about damage reduction, right? It's not about like Link, because all that Links are going to provide for us is defense, and he doesn't need defense. He needs damage reduction, right? So yeah, I think this is the right play here. And then obviously we don't want to crush the Potara with either of these guys. Yeah, okay. I think we're good here. Final answer, this is what we're going to do. And then I do want to rotate off the friend one. That way the stronger of the two Vegetos will be able to link up with Gogeta. And then, you know, get us some massive damage on that turn where they come around. So... yeah, I guess we'll select all these. We don't have the physical Gohan on the next rotation anyway. Okay, and we do have the revive up here, which is nice. Ooh, Goku taking a little bit of damage from a normal there. That's scary. Yeah, we do have the revive up right now, at least, based on where our HP is at. So, we are sitting pretty this turn, basically no matter what. I guess that could have been a cheeky thing that we could have done there, right? If we had kept that third slot Vegito staying in the Goku phase, then both of our slot 2 and slot 3 units would be doing more damage. Okay, we dodged the super there, so we're good. We're good. We're going to be safe to live for this turn. But yeah, even if the slot 3 Vegito had taken a ton of damage from normals or whatever, just because of having all of his kit basically fall off, we would have done a lot more damage, then we would have revived, and then we would have also had additional attack stacks for Vegito in that third slot, because we're obviously only getting defensive stacks now, which just means he's not going to hit quite as hard once we get into that Vegito state. So that could have been a cheeky strategy, but I think that that is pretty scary to heavily risk just wasting the revive, especially when we're still in the first half of the fight, right? I don't know why. I mean, it says 70%, but it's hard to like actually... Alright, so yeah, I don't know how much that 70% is actually going to add to his, like, attack power and ability, right? Okay, so, again, because of that, well, we are getting decently close to that. I don't know if we should transform with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta yet. Or Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I don't know if we should transform with him yet. Yeah, it is turn 5 now. How many turns of Gogeta do we get? I think it's only 3, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's 4. Yeah, it's a 4-turn fusion. We are still going to be raising attack if we stay in base here. But what's the rest of our kit looking like? Yeah, we have lost this at this point. Or, wait, have we? How many turns has he been in battle? We need to know that. This is his 3rd turn in battle, so he still has all of that defense, actually. So maybe we will be fine for 1 more turn to hold off before we do the fusion. Because he's been in battle for 3 turns, and then... that's basically it. Everything else he keeps permanently. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do 1 more turn of not Gogeta, and then we'll transform. But with that, I think it's probably going to be smart to do this here. So the thing is, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku doing the turn of giant transformation is going to be big for a couple of reasons, right? The first thing is it's going to make it so that BEERUS wastes his super attack. And so then we have 1 free turn after that where we know we're safe. The second thing it's going to do is full heal us. And then the third thing is it's going to transform him into Super Saiyan 4 Goku, where we'll start doing more damage. So I think it's probably going to be wise to save that for later, right? Especially because we're considering there's a possibility we're going to be in, like, post-fusion with Gogeta and Vegito, where they're going to be, like, the scariest and the most liable to be killed. So at that point, it might be wise for us to get those free turns out and get the full heal and stuff. Whereas right now, if we get that full heal, then that just means on the next turn, we're not going to have the UI Goku Revive available to us, right? So maybe we should just not use... Basically, again, not use any of these actives and just keep going. Alright, the more turns we hold out doing any of these actives, the scarier it gets. But, yeah, I think for the moment we're solid. I think we're going to be fine here. Oh, shoot, we're going to go above the HP threshold. He's got a lot of defense, 450k. If I select all 4 of these orbs here with him, we're probably going to heal up above 77% and not have the revive active, because it is 77, right? Not 70? Let me double check that. Where's it at here? 77% or less, yeah. Okay, so... yeah, if we heal all that, that could actually be really bad. maybe... Oh, goodness gracious. There's no way. I could do this just to get him the 18-key super. Okay, but here's the thing that I just realized about this character. He hasn't been supered yet. And if he gets supered, he doesn't have any damage reduction. Oof. Okay. So, maybe I need to tag switch him for the turn, just to make sure that he doesn't get killed with a super attack, because I really don't want to waste the Gogeta fusion yet. I want to save it for a little bit longer if I can. So let me see, with this tag switch, what we're looking at. I'm pretty sure it's like the 80% dodge in slot 1, right? Yeah, 10% dodge here. He's got, where is it at? I know for sure. Oh, when receiving an attack with 10 or more key, 10%. And then he, as the first attacker in the turn, he has the great chance to evade. Yeah. So let's do that then. I need to reset the app, not put Gohan in slot 1. We'll put, we'll tag switch the Vegito, or the Gogeta, and put him in slot 1, and then Beast Gohan slot 2, and we should be safe for the turn. So let me reset the app real quick, and then we'll go in and do that. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and set it up properly this time. So we'll tag switch into the Goku. Sweet. We are chillin'. Oh yeah, so we do actually have the potential to launch the other active skill with the Fusion Failure, which would give us a free Ghost Usher, and then 3 turns of dodge with this guy, of guaranteed dodge, which essentially, the way that's written sounds better than it is. I mean, it's still insane. It's still absolutely busted. But 3 turns of dodge. So the first turn of dodge would be the turn you activate the active skill, which has a Ghost Usher on it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I guess if there's multiple enemies, right? Because then you would Ghost Usher one of the enemies and have guaranteed dodge against the others, so it's possible in a multiple enemy fight that that could do more for you. But then turn 2, he's not going to be on rotation, and then turn 3 would be the last turn of guaranteed dodge, right? So it's essentially a Ghost Usher followed by guaranteed dodge. That's what it's going to look like most of the time. Okay, so he should be good there right now. We're not going to use that because we still are planning to use the Gogeta active to help the Vegito hit harder and stuff. Okay, and then same deal here. I want to try not to select same type orbs. I know that sounds silly. But just in case, like... Yeah, we're going to do this. Because just in case the super is in slot 1, right? If the super's in slot 1, and then... and we dodge it, and we take no damage from it, then we're going to double-digit tank everything else for the turn. We never would have had an opportunity to go back below 77% HP, right? We definitely don't want that, so we're going to stay right here. And then I think, I mean, regardless, no matter what, 100% HP or not, if we got hit with a super with this Goku, then we're just going to be KO'd no matter what. He only has the dodge, he doesn't have the damage reduction to handle a crit super. So yeah, we would have been toast there with extra HP or not, right? Same thing with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then I think even with the current HP that we're at, post super attack Beast Gohan is going to be able to tank this even right now, right? So yeah, definitely smart for us to purposely stay below that 77%, because we know regardless we would be safe here, and then we'll be able to keep the AGL revive, the AGL UI Goku revive active for next turn. Okay, so now is kind of time to play the guessing game on the enemy's HP. We gotta see exactly when he's at the 50% there. Okay, awesome. Perfect. So now we get to test my theory of if Beast Gohan would be able to tank this. I think so, though. I think so. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. You love to see it. All right. Yeah, so they finally went ahead and added the percentage to our HP bar down here, and then they didn't bother doing that for the enemy's HP bars, right? And then they released one of the hardest fights that we've ever seen, and it's relevant knowing exactly when he's below 50% HP because he gets a big attack buff, right? Okay, so let me count. I think it's 10 HP bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay, so once we get him below this tech bar right here, he's gonna start hitting harder. I don't know if that procs immediately upon him losing that HP, or if that won't activate until the beginning of next turn. I actually have no idea how that operates. I am going to play it safe, though, and go with it procs immediately upon him losing that HP, which means after the very first attack that we do, he will be below 50% HP, and then he will start hitting harder, right? I think that that's the way it's going to work. Okay, so that being considered, we've got a lot of stuff we can use here. We also have the revive available this turn, is the thing. So maybe we will still, again, save everything beyond this turn, just in case I'm wrong about the way that that procs. I think that's probably the correct way to do it here. And then now we have the Vegito and Gogeta that are going to be available to us on the next rotation. We'll do the big damage turn with them. So I think because we have that, we might as well use... our Vegito active skill now. I wonder if it could be a good idea to just launch... to start right now, start launching everything, right? Because if we don't launch the Gohan active, like, the UI Goku active will save for sure, because we're definitely going to, like, come back on turn 8 and be able to use it, but the Gohan's not going to be back until turn 9, and we might have finished the fight by then. So I think I'm actually going to launch the Family Kamehameha now, and then do the Vegito active, and then we'll run the turn. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Whoops, I just crushed the Potara. That was not what I intended to do. I wanted to go into Vegito there, but I forgot to tag switch reverse him back into Goku first. Oops. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave that in the video just so you guys can see the Potara crush animation. I guess let me just, before I bother resetting the app and redoing all of that, let me just briefly read it and see. Okay, so it just gives us some additional stats in battle, and we guard, which I guess is good. I don't think that's the right answer. I think I do want to go into Vegito, so let me do a quick app reset, and we'll get back to the Vegito transformation. Alright, so we finally get our full heal in there with the Vegito transformation. We do still have the revive available to us this turn, just in case, but I don't think that it's going to make too much of a difference there for us. And then now, I guess, the question is, do we want to use the active skill, the target skill mechanic right now with him, or do we want to wait? Again, I mean, I suppose there's really no reason to wait at this point. We might as well just launch it, especially with what I was talking about earlier, that because at the start of this turn, BEERUS was still above 50% HP, it is possible for that for this entire turn, he does not get that attack 70%, and that won't proc until the beginning of the next turn. That is possible. So if that's true, then it would be wise for us to use the target skill mechanic here, because then obviously all of Vegito's counters, we're going to get a lot more of them in with everything, you know, that BEERUS does. So yeah, I think that that is the right answer. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, sweet. And then, as per usual, we will put him in the first slot, just to make sure that he buffs himself up as much as possible before doing all of those counterattacks. And then how we just gotta pray that there's not a slot 1 super that's gonna debuff his attack right before he's able to do any of those strong counterattacks. Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and select these. I am still gonna keep AGLUI on rotation here. Well, no, let's rotate him off. Let me just quickly double check how the links look. Yeah, we get an extra link out of this anyway. And then the other thing is that Gohan is going to have a really, really strong turn here. He'll still be strong the next turn. But we're also going to rotate off Beast Gohan now. So, well, actually, maybe we won't. Maybe we won't rotate Beast Gohan. He's too powerful for slot 1. It's not worth it. Let's keep him on rotation. Yeah, I was thinking because we have the 2 of them together next turn, but one of them, we're probably just going to put Gogeta in slot 3. But that means if we want them linked together, we're going to have to put Vegito in slot 2. Nah, okay, final answer. I'm doing this. Final answer. We're going to rotate Beast Gohan off on the next turn. Yeah, that is the right play, I think. Okay. Without any further ado, we have spent probably a solid 7 or 8 minutes on turn 6 here, so great. Okay. Alright, let's see how we do. So again, I just want the super attack for this turn to come in as late as possible. As late as humanly possible, because once Vegito gets hit by it, he's going to suffer a 30% cut to his damage, so we do not want to see that happen right away. Okay, awesome. At least he's able to get his super attacks off first, so his supers are going to hit a little bit harder for us, which is nice. But yeah, this is my Vegito, who didn't build up a ton, because we rotated him off, and we had the turn of him being Vegeta, where he was building defense instead of offense, right? So yeah, his attack stats don't look too amazing as it is. That's why I was kind of really worried about that. But here we go. So we're going to get some stronger hitting. And now we're at guaranteed crits, right? So we get some stronger hitting counters, and they're all going to be guaranteed crits for the remainder of the turn. Okay, quite a beefy attack coming from Gohan as well, which is to be expected on that active skill turn, right? Wow, that super attack almost hit just as hard as the active itself. That's pretty good. Okay, yeah. Rotating UI Goku off was the right choice. It's not going to matter anyway. Next turn is going to be our final turn of the fight, right? Man, even when I'm... I always underestimate the amount of damage these guys are going to be able to do. Alright, a little bit more chip damage coming in from UI Goku here, and then we will get our final counters in with Vegito. Looks like it's just going to be, what, one more? And he's still raising that attack up, so those counters looking very impressive. Alright, well, now we have, like, nothing. We have no... Yeah, I guess, I mean, we're about to just win here, right? So, let's just transform into Gogeta. Let's start by transforming into Gogeta, and then I guess we'll just use the Gogeta active, and that should probably just end the fight. If it doesn't, we can go from there, but let's just try that first. Okay, so I messed up there a little bit. I again forgot about the tag switch reversal thing, giving us the other active, but that's fine. Either way, we're still gonna win here. We don't need the big, beefy double, you know, Gogeta Vegito turn in order to win here. He's got half of an HP bar left. So that's fine. We get to see the extra, that active skill instead of the Gogeta one. We have plenty of more fights to take on before the 10th anniversary is over. We'll see that animation, no problem. So then I guess, I mean, at this point, let's just launch the Vegito active for the finish. So we'll tag switch him back into Goku, and then transform him into Vegito, and then launch the Vegito active, and that should be the end of the fight, and we're gonna get a really, really cool KO screen here. Oh no, he survived with a sliver. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, well, whatever. Totally fine. Boo. That sucks. That sucks. It would have been cool to see that KO screen. And actually, you know where we would have gotten the KO screen is if we did the proper Gogeta transformation and got the extra attack there on that active skill. So actually, I kind of want to reset the app so that we can see the KO screen. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so this time we're going to remember to tag switch back into Vegeta here to be able to actually transform to Gogeta. And then same deal, transform this guy back into Goku so we can get the Vegito active. Sweet. All right, let's go ahead and see all these animations. Haha, there it is. That amazing KO screen. I think it's the best one in the game. Oh, that's so good. All right, and then there we even got to see like the Gogeta transformation in active as well. All we missed out on there was the Gogeta KO screen, which obviously we could have only gotten one of them anyway. So yeah, I definitely prefer the Vegeta one. That was sick. Wonderful stuff. Okay, well, we one-tried BEERUS with no items. Obviously, we used an absolutely cracked team to do it. But yeah, that was not too bad. I can definitely see, before the part 2 summons were available to us, why people were struggling with that stage. That did seem like it was quite scary, but we were able to completely just demolish the second half of his HP and not even worry about taking any super attacks from him once he had that attack buff. We literally didn't have to take a single one. Because we had the Vegito turn right before the attack 70%, and then that next turn was our final turn, right? So yeah, just those new Dokkan Fest LRs from 10th anniversary are just way too good. They're just so insane. But alright, there we go. We got our tickets in there for summoning. Yay. Sweet, got that done in one go. I was definitely very scared of that fight, but looks like I am the victor. You got shut down, BEERUS. Yes, sir. All right, well, that is going to do it for this one. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.